let's see, like 5 years ago at Drifters Lounge. He was actually in the audience and said he wanted to try comedy. And he's been growing and getting better ever since. It's awesome. It's fantastic. I really like this gentleman. I like that he's a good friend of mine, and I'm glad that he's on our stage. Josh Muise, come on down.
Alrighty, fellow leapers. Let's get some stretching. I know I look like half an overnight trucker and half an IT guy. But I did something today for the first time ever, if you can believe it. I shook a baby's hand. It was the worst, best fisting video I was ever a part of. When she squirted, I was like, whoa! And that's when I knew the water broke. So on went the doctor's lab coat, and I did my second scene. Now I am this way because I was born in Brandon, Manitoba. That's the north side of Manitoba. Hey, look at that. He knows. He got out. We usually have to by stealing TVs and cars. But, I also lived in Winnipeg for like 13 years, and that was like the dirges of society. I had crackheads telling me I shouldn't do heroin. Like, wait a second. If I'm doing my math correctly here, or should I say, correctly, whatever. In the LRT stations, they have a saying, meth motivates, crack kills. You can do 14 walkways in this goddamn forsaken snow on meth. You only get one done because you'd be mad at your shovel talking at you going, work harder. No, you work harder. That's what a crackhead sounds like. Just an education, okay? Now I grew up there and I didn't know what a crackhead was, so I was always just figured that everyone was mad. Everyone was angry. You know, like a lot of alcoholism, right? And so I started drinking at an early age, like one does. And my parents found out, we got cool with it, and they said things like, you know what? We knew you would be the one. Wait a second! Stop! Did you drink at least good liquor? Did you smoke good weed? Did you do good crack? But, so one day my mom gets sick and my dad goes, hey, you want to go to a concert? I go, of course. I love music. I love a good time. I'm a drinker. I'm a smoker. I'm a midnight toker. And sure enough, he goes, okay, let's go. So he rolls a bunch of joints. We go. And I think the first was whatever band. And all of a sudden, Hysteria plays. And I'm like, Hysteria! What? Right? I'm just freaking out like, this is awesome. And I'm like, man, these guys must get a lot of chicks. I'm 16 years old. My dad goes, what'd you say? I go, they must get a lot of chicks. He goes, yeah, but that guy and that guy are married. And he just goes back to the show and they start playing Animal. Now I'm standing there, 16 years old, in the most judgmental way I could be standing there. I look to my right, and there's a guy dancing in a mesh pink shirt. And I'm like, okay, and I look over, there's a couple ladies dancing. And I'm thinking in my head, Dad, why'd you take me to a gay concert? Do you think I'm gay? And I didn't get to tell him this, right? So I had to stand around for like, pour some sugar on me, right? And like he's swinging his hips, doing the, you know? I'm 16 years old, stoned, freaking out. I'm not gay, I just can't get girls, I'm awkward. I want to know why you're with me. Women don't want to answer that. They just want a dumb guy, jock guy. I tried to be that. You can't try around women. So I'm freaking out. We go outside. I'm like, it's like the middle of the show. Their encore's gonna happen. Well, you know the timing of concerts. Anyways, so we go out and we smoke a joint. I said, Dad, why'd you take me to a gay concert? He looks at me. Hey, no, he didn't say you. No, he said, he goes, what do you mean? This is not a gay concert. Def Leppard's a rock band. I go, you said, and I quote, that guy and that guy are married. He couldn't believe it. He said, to women! To women! That's, they obviously are married to women. Why would I take you to a gay concert? Now I'll leave you with this, okay? I know what's on everyone's mind, and I've been saying this all week. And it's not Drake's dick this time, okay? It's yeast infection cinnamon roll girl. Have we come across this yet? Oh yeah! For Valentine's Day, I cooked homemade cinnamon bread from the yeast of my infection. Everyone's reaction is appropriate, okay? But 2.4 million? We don't have even that many people in Canada. We know who's watching that going, oh, to survive the apocalypse, okay? Now it gets worse. She used her own breast milk for the topping, you know, the sugary flavoring. And I go, hey, listen, I'd love to equalize with women, but that 30 cents off that dollar might just be worth it. You know what I mean? Might just be worth it. Also, in you know, a slight way, it might be exploitation of the man through the women doing this, because they'll say, hey, pay me $10 and I'll rape your penis. What? I can go to my homeboy and go, hey, what do you think? He'll be like, nice dick, free. Wow, right? It gets awkward when it's hard. I understand. Okay, but that's why they invented the dick pic. Now here's the flip side to that, and I'm going to be hated after this, and I love this. Okay, so when you send a nude, girls, and put it on the internet, it's revenge porn. So if I send you a dick pic and you share it with somebody, I can't sue you because now you make 70% of the dollar, right? Anyways, I've been Josh Muise. You can find more on 40 Seconds.
Good job.